This is KTVO's Good Morning Heartland.
With temperatures heating back up, many of you will be hitting the lake one last time before summer comes to an end. Justin Andrews is live in Macon with some safety tips as well as some boating laws you need to follow. Hey, Justin.
Ella, we're live at Long Branch State Park this morning. We're talking boater safety. Many of you all will be on the waterways this upcoming weekend, and especially with the excessive heat that we'll be getting today and for the majority of the week, it's important that you may get out here and enjoy these waterways. I have joining me Sergeant Brent Bernhardt with the Missouri State Highway Patrol. Sergeant Brent Bernhardt, first of all, thank you for joining me this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Let's talk boater safety, okay? I have my boat out here, okay? What is the first thing I'm supposed to do before I start that engine up?
Well, just like we talk about with cars, putting your life, making sure that your seatbelt's on. The most important thing is the personal flotation device or the life jacket. Okay. And we've got a couple different ones today. We've got one that's a little less expensive, maybe a little bit more bulky, but is one that is actually a good life jacket. And then the one that you're wearing is a inflatable.
Okay.
It's easy to use. It's one that if you're submerged into water, it's going to go ahead and inflate, and then you can do it manually as well.
Okay, let's try to do this manually.
Okay.
This is live television, Ella, so let's try this. So I just jerk this, right?
Jerk and pull it. Go ahead and...
Maybe not. Let's try this.
Go ahead and pull straight down.
Whoa. Just like that. So this basically prevents me from, I guess, drowning.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So far this year in the state of Missouri, we've had 33 people that have drowned on Missouri waters and 11 boating fatalities. So our main goal is people that are out enjoying the waterways, that they make sure that they have a adequate number of personal flotation devices that are U.S. Coast Guard approved for each person that's in the boat. Now, any child under the age of 7 does need to be wearing a flotation device on board any vessel in the state of Missouri.
Okay, Ella, as we go into some of the video, we're going to talk a little bit more about the safety. So what's the important role that the Missouri State Highway Patrol plays when it comes to boaters on the waterways?
Well, just like traffic safety, we're out promoting traffic safety on our highways each and every day. We're doing the same on our waterways. It's very important because we know with all the beautiful waterways that we have in our state, a lot of people are out boating and swimming and water skiing. So we're out making sure that everybody is making sure that they're doing everything safe and that they are abiding by Missouri waterway laws.
Exactly. Safety is very important, Ella. And after we come back from the break, we're going to talk a little bit more about statistics and the importance of being safe on these waterways. Good Morning Heartland continues next.
Let's head on back out to Macon where Justin Andrews is this morning. He's hanging out with Sergeant Brent Bernhardt, learning more about safety tips and laws when it comes to boating. Hey, Justin.
Good morning, Ella. As the sun continues to rise this morning, we're still out here at Long Branch State Park in Macon talking boater safety and boater preparation. So let's talk about boater preparation, Sergeant Bernhardt. Let's go. What do we do?
Well, being a good safe boater starts out well before you get into the water. One of the first things that you want to do before you back your boat into the water is make sure that your drain plug is securely fastened. Mm-hmm. Make sure that you have adequate amount of fuel and make sure that your batteries are all charged before you take out on the water. The next thing is making sure that you have your personal flotation devices out and ready and accessible for everyone that's in that boat, size appropriate. Once you get out on the water, certainly make sure that you have your other safety equipment, the throwable cushion that you're required to have, the whistles or the horn, which is required by Missouri state law. And then you also need to make sure that if you're going to be out during nighttime that you have navigational lights and they are functioning.
Let's talk about weather. You kind of mentioned that it's important to check for the weather before you get on the waterways.
It's very important. Before you get out on the water, make sure that there's not any chance of a storm that might blow up, but sometimes they do happen when you're out in the water. So if it does happen, watch the weather occasionally. If it looks like it's imminent, get off the water as soon as possible.
One last question for you. Labor Day is in the coming days, and I know many people will be out here on the waterways. You all will be beefing up patrols out here, correct?
Absolutely. Not only are we going to be very busy on Missouri highways, but we're going to be very busy on our waterways as well.
All right, it makes a lot of sense. As Sergeant Bernhardt mentioned, it's important to be safe on the waterways, and they'll be out here protecting you, and hopefully you can protect yourself as well with these safety devices and other items that we mentioned this morning.